What if I asked you something simple but powerful? Where are you watching this from right now? Your living room, your bed, a quiet corner with the lights low? Tell me in the comments later. I truly want to know. Now pause for a moment. Just notice your body. No fixing, no judging. And let me ask you this. What if the calm you've been searching for was never outside you? What if it was resting quietly along your spine this whole time? Take a slow breath in with me. Not deep, just gentle, and let it go. Did you feel that tiny drop in your shoulders? That small softening? That wasn't imagination. That was your nervous system responding. Most people never notice this. They move too fast. They think peace has to be earned, but ancient wisdom tells a different story. It says the body remembers how to settle long before the mind understands why. Right along your spine there is a pathway, not mystical in a fantasy way, but real, biological, alive. Healers once spoke of it in symbols, ladders, rivers, pillars of light. Today, science gives it quieter names. Nerves, signals, the system that tells your body you are safe. Now imagine this. You gently bring your awareness to the center of your back, no pressure yet, just attention. Imagine a soft warmth there, not forced, not bright, just present. Some people feel a subtle tingling, others feel nothing at first. Both are perfectly okay, because this isn't about sensation, it's about listening. Many women tell us they spent years caring for everyone else while their own bodies whispered quietly in the background. This video is an invitation to listen again. Not to push, not to strain, just to remember. In a moment, I'll show you how a simple touch and a gentle breath can help your body return to a calmer state. No beliefs required, no rituals, no special flexibility, just you, your spine, and a few quiet minutes. If something inside you feels drawn to this, trust that feeling. You found the spine gospel for a reason. Before we go any further, take a second. Tap subscribe if you want to keep exploring this kind of gentle body wisdom with us. Not out of pressure, out of curiosity. And if your heart feels ready, whisper a soft yes to yourself. Because sometimes the most powerful shifts begin with the smallest pause. Now let's begin together. Many people ask a simple question. What exactly is this technique? Is it spiritual? Is it medical? Is it just imagination? The honest answer is quieter than all of that. This technique is not about doing something new. It is about remembering something old. Your spine is not just a stack of bones. It is the main communication highway of your body. Inside it runs the spinal cord, a bundle of nerves, carrying messages every second, from your brain to your organs, from your organs back to your brain. These messages decide one main thing. Am I safe or am I under threat? When the body feels safe, it softens. Breathing slows. The heart steadies. Muscles release. When it does not, everything tightens. Ancient healers did not have modern words. They did not say nervous system. But they noticed the same response. They observed that when the spine was aligned, gently touched, or held with awareness, people calmed, not mentally first, physically first. In many traditions, this area was seen as a doorway, not to magic, but to regulation. Modern science now confirms something important. The spine is closely connected to the autonomic nervous system. This system works in the background. You do not control it consciously. It controls breathing rhythms, digestion, heart rate, stress response. Dr. Stephen Porges, in his book The Pocket Guide to the Polyvagal Theory, writes that the nervous system constantly scans for safety or danger, and our bodies respond long before our minds are aware. That scanning happens largely through the spine. So when we gently bring attention or touch here, we are not activating energy in a mystical sense. We are signaling safety. That is the core of this technique. Slow awareness, gentle contact, clear breathing, nothing forced. Ancient systems described this in symbolic language. They spoke of energy moving upward, of heaviness releasing, of inner quiet appearing. Today, we understand the same process through physiology. Touching the spine with care stimulates sensory nerves. These nerves send calm signals upward, toward the brainstem, toward the vagus nerve network. This is why people feel calmer even if they do not believe in anything spiritual, because belief is not required for nerves to respond. Judith Blackstone in The Empathic Ground writes that gentle attention to the core of the body allows the nervous system to settle into a state of deep rest. Notice the words, gentle, attention, settle, not control, not force. This technique also works because it slows time for the body. Most stress comes from speed, fast thoughts, fast breathing, fast reactions. When you pause and bring awareness to the spine, you interrupt that speed. The body finally catches up. For many women, especially later in life, this is deeply meaningful. Years of holding tension, holding families together, holding emotions inside. The spine carries that history quietly. This practice does not dig into the past. It does not analyze emotions. It simply gives the body permission to let go. That is why people describe warmth, softness, a feeling of space inside, not because something new appeared, but because something unnecessary relaxed. This is also why the technique is safe. There is no manipulation, no pressure on joints, no extreme posture. It works with the body, not against it. You might be wondering something now. If this is so simple, why don't we learn it earlier? Because modern life trains us to live from the neck up. Screens, schedules, constant alertness. We forget the language of sensation. This technique is a way back, not backward in time, but inward, a way to speak to the body in a language it has always understood. Before we touch anything, before we breathe in any special way, there is one thing to remember. Nothing needs to happen. No sensation means failure. No emotion means blockage. Your body responds in its own timing, and that timing is always intelligent. As you continue watching, keep this question gently in mind. What would it feel like to let your body lead for once? Hold that curiosity. Because the moment we move forward, you won't just understand this technique. You'll begin to feel it. Let's slow this down and look at what's really happening, not in complicated terms, not in medical language that feels cold. Just enough science to help your body feel understood. Inside your spine runs a network of nerves designed for one main purpose: survival through balance. This network constantly decides, should I protect or should I relax? Most of the time, especially in modern life, it chooses protection. Even when nothing is wrong, that's because your nervous system doesn't listen to logic. It listens to sensation, posture, breath, touch, stillness. These signals travel upward through the spinal cord and into the brain. One important pathway involved here is connected to the vagus nerve. You don't need to remember that name. Just remember what it does. It helps your body return to a state of rest. When this pathway is supported, the heart slows, breathing deepens naturally, muscles release without effort. This is called the relaxation response, not something you force, something you allow. Now here's where it becomes interesting. Gentle touch along the spine activates sensory receptors in the skin. Those receptors send messages inward, not saying do something, but saying it's okay. That message travels fast. Faster than thought. This is why you might feel calm before you understand why. This is also why the technique works even if you are skeptical. Your nerves don't need belief. They need safety cues. Dr. Bessel van der Kolk writes in The Body Keeps the Score that the body keeps the score. Those 5 words changed how we understand healing, because they remind us that the body remembers what the mind has learned to ignore, especially around the spine. Years of stress, holding tension, staying alert. The spine adapts to that state, not as damage, as protection. When we gently bring awareness and calm touch here, we are not fixing anything. We are updating the signal from danger to safety, from effort to ease. Some people describe this as energy moving. Science describes it as neural regulation. Both are pointing to the same experience, a shift from noise to quiet. You might notice something subtle. Your jaw loosens, your breath drops lower, your thoughts slow down, nothing dramatic. That's a good sign. Big reactions are not the goal. Stability is. This is especially important for women later in life. Hormonal changes, life transitions, years of responsibility, all of these affect the nervous system's tone. This technique does not ask you to relive anything or push through discomfort. It simply gives your system a new reference point, a calm one. Some people ask, is this energy real? Here's the grounded answer. What we call energy is often the felt experience of nerves firing in harmony instead of conflict. Warmth, flow, soft movement inside. These are sensations created when the body is no longer bracing. No mystery required, no fantasy needed, just biology doing what it was designed to do. Now pause for a second. As you're listening, do you feel more settled than when you first started? Even a little. If yes, your nervous system is already responding. If not, that's okay too. There is no race here. Everyone's system opens at its own pace. One more thing matters, attention. Where attention goes, signals follow. When you gently place attention along the spine without expectation, you are guiding your system back into coherence. This is why the practice is quiet, why it feels simple. Because the body does not need instructions, it needs permission. Before we move on, I want to ask you something. As you're watching this, do you feel more in your body or still mostly in your thoughts? You can answer that later in the comments. There is no right response. There is only awareness, and awareness is where real change begins. Now it's time to bring your awareness into action, not with effort, not with force, just gentle, soft attention. We're going to start with simple touch, nothing complicated, no special equipment, no stretching required. Sit comfortably, feet flat on the floor, back supported if needed, shoulders soft, hands resting on your lap. Take a slow breath in. And let it go. Notice your spine, not your mind, just the line running from your tailbone to the base of your skull. Place your 2 fingers gently along the spine, light pressure. Imagine a soft golden light glowing where your fingers touch. Do not press hard, do not try to feel anything specific. Now take a slow inhale, feel your chest and belly expand. Notice your shoulders drop slightly. Exhale gently, feel a subtle release along your back. This is the core of the technique. We are sending a message to your nervous system. You are safe. You can rest now. Some people feel warmth. Some feel tingling. Some feel nothing. All of these are normal. Focus on the gentle sensation. Notice how your body responds without judgment. Let's add a variation. You can do this lying down, back flat, knees bent if comfortable, hands resting on the spine gently. Follow the same breathing pattern. Inhale, exhale, attention flowing upward. Another variation is without touch. Simply bring awareness to your spine. Visualize a golden light moving slowly from your tailbone to your neck. Imagine each vertebra softly glowing. Notice how your body relaxes even without hands. Remember, slow is better than fast. Consistency is more important than intensity. While your fingers rest lightly, imagine a gentle wave rising through your spine. Wave of calm, wave of stillness, wave of presence. Now check in with your body. Jaw soft, shoulders relaxed, chest lighter. Notice these small shifts. They are the proof that your nervous system is responding. Even subtle changes matter. Even tiny moments of ease matter. This technique is safe for anyone. It is especially comforting for those who carry years of tension. Judith Blackstone in The Empathic Ground writes, "Gentle attention to the core of the body allows the nervous system to settle into a state of deep rest." That is exactly what we are doing here. No force, no struggle, just gentle, attentive presence. Let's take another variation. Place your hands at the base of your skull. Fingers lightly on the upper spine. Inhale slowly. Exhale. Imagine the spine lengthening softly. Energy pathways opening. Notice your breath naturally deepening. Notice the body becoming heavier into the chair or floor. Notice the quiet beginning to settle. Now slowly move your awareness down, middle back, lower back, tailbone. You can pause at each area. Breathe into it. Send attention there like a soft light. Do not force sensation. Do not rush. Here is the key. Attention plus breath plus gentle touch equals calm nervous system. Try this for 2 to 3 minutes to start. Even this short practice begins the shift. As you continue, notice something remarkable. Your body is already remembering how to relax. Your mind may start to quiet. Your heart may feel lighter. The goal is not dramatic sensations. The goal is awareness, presence, safety. After practice, reflect quietly. Where did you feel warmth? Where did you feel tension soften? Even subtle feedback matters. Remember, there is no right or wrong way. Every body responds differently. Consistency is the secret. A few minutes each day. Gently. intentionally, and the benefits grow: clarity, ease, a softening of old tension, your nervous system learning to trust again. Take one more moment now. Rest your hands or keep them along your spine. Breathe slowly. Notice the difference from before. Even a tiny shift is real. Even a small moment of calm is proof. This simple technique works because it speaks the body's language. No magic required. No imagination needed, just biology, awareness, and care. Now that your hands or awareness have gently touched your spine, pause for a moment. Notice what is arising inside. Some people feel warmth spreading. Others feel a subtle tingling. Some feel quiet, a deep, gentle silence. These are all normal responses. There is no right or wrong way to feel. The body remembers more than the mind. It remembers tension. It remembers stress. It remembers holding everything for everyone else. And now, softly, some of that weight may begin to lift. You might notice emotions surfacing, a memory here, a feeling there, even a small sense of relief. Allow it. Do not try to analyze, do not judge, simply observe. The spine is not just a physical structure. It is a map of experience. Every vertebra carries a story. Every curve holds a whisper of the past. As you bring gentle attention, your nervous system receives a signal. It is safe to release now. This signal does not demand action. It does not require drama. It simply invites calm. Many women describe a soft wave of clarity, a feeling of space opening inside, a quiet mind, a body that finally feels like it belongs to itself again. Sometimes this manifests as tears, sometimes as laughter, sometimes simply as a sense of ease. All of it is valid. All of it is natural. Judith Orloff in the Empath Survival Guide writes, "When we honor the signals of our body, we allow suppressed emotions to surface gently, and the nervous system can restore its natural rhythm." This is exactly what is happening here. Your body is speaking, not with words, not with reasoning, but with sensation, with subtle movement, with breath. Notice the difference between before and now. Your shoulders may feel softer, your jaw more relaxed. A gentle lightness may move through your chest. This is your body remembering itself. This is the shift that has been waiting. Some people describe it as energy moving, some as stillness, some as a wave flowing from tailbone to crown. Science calls this nervous system coherence, your parasympathetic state activating, your body finally listening to the message. You are safe. You may rest. Even if you are skeptical, even if you feel nothing intense, this shift is happening quietly, like water smoothing stones over time. As you rest in this awareness, ask yourself gently, what did my heart tell me in this moment? Where do I feel lightness? Where do I notice tension softening? Reflection is part of the practice, not to overthink, not to judge, just to witness. Over time, these subtle shifts accumulate. They do not need dramatic sensations. Small moments of calm, repeated daily, reshape how your body responds to stress. You may notice emotions becoming easier to manage, your mind slowing, your intuition growing sharper. These effects are natural. They are not magic. They are your body functioning as it was designed. This is why so many women say, "I feel like I've returned to myself." Because in these moments you are listening. You are honoring what the body has been trying to tell you. You are allowing the nervous system to restore balance, and the effect is holistic: mental clarity, emotional ease, spiritual presence, all gently rising together. Imagine this effect spreading outward. From the spine to the limbs, from the spine to the mind, from the spine to the heart. A soft, golden light moving quietly, unseen but deeply felt. Now pause again. Notice where your attention naturally rests. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeat. Notice any small shifts of sensation. Even subtle differences matter. Even tiny moments of calm are proof that the nervous system is learning to respond differently. This is also a time to practice self-compassion. Whatever you feel or do not feel is correct. The body moves at its own pace. Emotion arises on its own schedule. Dr. Peter Levine in Waking the Tiger, Healing Trauma, reminds us, trauma and tension are stored in the body, and gentle awareness is the most effective way to release them. This is not trauma-focused necessarily, but the principle applies. Gentle awareness releases the unnecessary. It allows clarity, lightness, and presence to emerge naturally. Take another slow breath. Let it reach the lower back. Let it reach the shoulders. Let it reach the chest. Notice what has shifted since the beginning of this video. A subtle sense of calm, a soft opening of energy, a quiet mind. And know this, even if you do not feel dramatic change now, the nervous system has received the signal. It is learning, it is adapting, and this is the gift of awareness, small, gentle, authentic. Before we move to daily practice, I want you to pause for a moment. What did your heart tell you in this moment? Notice it, write it down mentally, or share it in the comments below. Your experience matters, every subtle shift matters. This is the emotional side of the technique, the invisible felt effect, the reward for gentle attention, and it only grows stronger with regular practice. Now that you've felt the subtle shifts, let's bring this into your daily life. This practice does not need long hours. Even a few minutes each day is enough. You can start in the morning or before bed. Anywhere you feel safe and comfortable, sit or lie down, feet supported, back straight but relaxed. Place your hands or awareness gently along your spine. Notice where tension resides. Breathe slowly. Let attention flow from the tailbone to the neck. Even 1 to 2 minutes of gentle touch or awareness can begin to reset your nervous system. Over time, you may notice subtle changes. Easier, deeper sleep, shoulders and jaw softening naturally, less reactivity to stress, a calmer, steadier mind, a quiet sense of presence in your body. These effects are cumulative. They grow quietly, like sunlight warming a room. You don't have to feel dramatic shifts to benefit. Small, consistent attention is enough. Some women notice emotional clarity. They feel lighter carrying memories or responsibilities. They notice their thoughts slowing. Their intuition feels sharper, and the practice strengthens the body-mind connection. Your spine becomes not just a support, but a guide for calm, ease, and awareness. Judith Blackstone in The Empathic Ground reminds us, gentle attention to the core of the body allows the nervous system to settle into a state of deep rest, and daily practice deepens this effect. Consistency is key. Even a minute every day is more powerful than a long session done only once in a while. Think of this as a conversation with your body. A gentle dialogue every day reinforces the message. It is safe, you may rest, you are supported. And the more you practice, the more these small moments translate into lasting calm. Your spine becomes a familiar pathway to presence. Your nervous system begins to trust. Your body remembers how to relax naturally. Before we close, take a moment to notice how your body feels now. Even a small difference is meaningful. And know that every day you return, the effect will grow quietly, powerfully, naturally. As we reach the closing of this practice, pause for a moment, breathe slowly. Feel your spine beneath your fingers. Notice the subtle warmth, the gentle softness, the quiet presence that now rests in your body. You have done something remarkable. Not dramatic, not flashy, but profound, because what you practiced is more than touch. It is listening. It is returning to yourself. It is honoring the intelligence of your own body. Somewhere along this journey, you may have noticed small waves of clarity, moments of stillness, even emotions rising and softly releasing. These are signs, silent confirmations that your nervous system is remembering its natural rhythm. Over time, these small moments become a current, a stream that flows gently through your days, easier sleep, calmer reactions, a steady mind, a body that remembers ease. Dr. Peter Levine in Waking the Tiger, Healing Trauma writes, "Healing begins in the body when we allow ourselves to notice, to feel, and to release what has been held in stillness." What you experience today is the first step, and every step you take forward reinforces this gentle change. Take a moment now, place your awareness at your spine again, even briefly. Feel gratitude for this body, for this mind, for the quiet wisdom you carry. Ask yourself softly, what did I notice today? What small shift occurred inside me? Where did my heart respond? Your answers may surprise you. They may be subtle or vivid. Either way, they matter. If something stirred in you even slightly, allow yourself to acknowledge it. And if you are drawn to continue exploring, tap subscribe. Share this gentle practice with someone who might benefit. Leave a comment about what you felt, or simply like if this touched a small part of you. Every gesture of reflection is part of the practice, even beyond this video. Remember, this is only one doorway. Your spine holds many points of calm, many pathways to presence. Imagine exploring another point tomorrow or later this week. Each moment deepens your connection to your body, your mind, your energy. And know this, the greatest shifts are quiet, subtle, cumulative. A gentle reminder that your body always remembers the way home. Thank yourself for pausing today, for allowing presence, for honoring your spine. Because sometimes the smallest attention opens the largest portals. Before we part, I invite you to reflect. Where did you feel calm today? Where did your body respond? Share it with us in the comments. The Spine Gospel is here to guide you softly through this journey of gentle awareness. You are safe, you are supported, and this body of yours is wiser than you often realize. Take one last slow breath. Feel it rise from your tailbone to your crown, and carry this quiet energy into the rest of your day. You have done more than follow a technique. You have begun a conversation with the intelligence of your own body, and that conversation is yours to continue whenever you choose.